Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another review and let's talk Backrooms. Okay. So I'm not even gonna lie, this might be a short review. I'm not gonna hold you. Might be a short review because if the movie is the way that I interpret it, and I'm gonna tell you guys the way that I interpreted this movie, because I'm not gonna lie, I kept falling asleep. Okay, I kept falling asleep, and I think it's because it was so quiet, and I went to go see this movie twice. It was so quiet, so I felt like the parts that was supposed to be scary, because it wasn't scary to me. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't scared. This is gonna be an honest review. I felt like the beginning when I was watching the movie, when that first scene came on, it was giving I was on a VR set and someone put a VR on me and I was in the metaverse. I felt like I was in the metaverse and everything looked fake and AI to me. So I wasn't scared. I didn't get scared. I liked the story. If the way I interpreted the story is the way that it was intended to be, then I liked it. Also, I did not get into the lore. I was not into the Backrooms. I saw the picture and I remember they would always be like, okay, this is a picture of something that makes you feel like you've been there before. That's from what I remember about it. They would say this is something that you've been there before and you see this picture and you feel like you've been there. That's all I knew. But I do know that there was a whole lore into it. It was a deeper story into it, but I don't know anything about that. I didn't know anything about that going into the movie. I was just like, this is gonna be a scary movie and I'm down to see a scary movie and it's gonna be creepy. So I feel like the fact of what it was the eerie parts that was supposed to be eerie, I was falling asleep because it was quiet. But I guess if I was up for those parts, I probably would have been more had anxiety or something. But the scary part, I wasn't really scared. But the story, I did enjoy the story. So the description for Backrooms is: a strange doorway appears in the basement of a furniture showroom, leading to an endless network of interconnected rooms where time bends, and the only thing scarier than getting lost is the sense that something is lying in wait. So, and this is considered a sci-fi horror. So yeah, like I said, I wasn't really scared, but I felt like if I was awake during those parts, I would have been more scared. Because I felt like it wasn't supposed to be jump scary. It was supposed to be more anticipation and that kind of scary. So, whatever. But regardless. So, the story I liked. I liked the story. The story I enjoyed. From what I took from it, I did like that. So you have Clark. He is a furniture store owner. He owns a furniture store and he's going to therapy with Dr. Mary Kind. So Dr. Mary Kind, that's his therapist. He owns this furniture store. He's going through a lot. He got divorced from his wife, I believe. He was going through a lot of things and he got kicked out of his house and now he's living in this furniture store. So he's living in the furniture store and he runs into, he's having light problems and he's trying to figure out what's going on with the lights and stuff like that. And he go downstairs and he end up going into the back rooms. I'm gonna just say that. I'm not gonna go too much deep into it because whatever. He ends up finding that. You gotta watch it. It was good though. I liked it. I liked even that whole part. I feel like he ended up going into the back rooms. My theory, I feel like he got into the back rooms as soon as he went down those stairs. That second time when that light was blinking and he went down there and he checked the lights, I feel like as soon as he went down them stairs, that's when everything changed. I feel like that's when the whatever happened with, I don't know, when the back rooms appeared or something, I don't know. But so he enters the back rooms and then he's running into all these things, and pretty much what was in the back rooms were distorted memories. But this is where what I took from it. I think it was supposed to be distorted memories of all people, but I feel like it was distorted memories of him, since he was in the back rooms. Since he was the one in there, I felt like it was his distorted memories. But I felt like when he was saying it, he was like, yeah, there's somebody out here who looks like this, but I feel like those were his, since he was the one that was in there. So he's already going through a lot of stuff. So you see his wife, and his wife is in there. She's distorted, and you go through different levels and like explaining, I guess, like how deeper you go into your memory. Because I felt like the Backrooms, what I took from it, the Backrooms is your mind. That's what I took. The Backrooms is your mind, because when he went the deeper he kept going into the Backrooms, the smaller the holes was getting. You know, like, did y'all notice that, like, the deeper he was going into the Backrooms, and at first the tinier the holes was getting. So I felt like he was just getting deeper into his mind and deeper into his thoughts. And then he ended up liking it there, because, and I felt like that's where the whole therapy aspect and everything came in too, because he was talking to the therapist about his problems and stuff like that. So he had a lot of issues. So I felt like they were saying the deeper he got into his mind and the more comfortable he got in his mind, and how comfortable he was in his mind, and he kept staying in there, the comfortable he was with his ways. You know? I feel like that he started becoming comfortable with his ways, and he was like, okay, I like it here. I got my issues and stuff like that, but I'm gonna sit in them, and I'm gonna just keep it like that. And I feel like that's where the big monster came from, like, cause that was him distorted. But we figuring this out together, okay? I'm thinking we figuring this out. But I felt that was him distorted, and that was all of like that was him. So like that was all his problems. And I guess since he decided to stay, his ways that pissed his big self off, because I don't think that's what his big self truly wants. Like, that's not what you gotta change. And I feel like that's not what the big monster wanted for himself or for him, because those both was him, and that's not what he wanted. He wanted out of his head. He wanted out of his head. He wanted out. He was like, you want to stay here? He said, you want to stay here? No, we trying to get out. So he ate him. He bit him off. Okay, I'm getting it. So yeah, he bit him off, and then yeah, he ended up dying. Oh, I skipped the whole part about how the friends and like his coworker, well, his employees also ended up in the Backrooms. But I don't know. That was just, I guess, to show like people, hey, the Backrooms is here, and but they ended up dying. Yeah, they ended up dying. What else? Okay, so and then the therapist ended up coming down, and that's also what made me think, okay, like, this is based on people's minds, because when she came, her memory started to be inside it. So it was like her. So I feel like when you're in the Backrooms, it becomes your head. It becomes your memories. You're in your head at that point. And if you're in there with other people, I feel like it distorts between both. But I don't remember seeing any memories between the two employees. Unless I missed something, I don't remember seeing anything that can show that their memories were entwined in there while they were all in there. So I don't know how true that theory is, but that's what I think. Yeah, she ended up going in, and it ended up in being her memories, and she saw him, and he was eating the people. Like, those be the things that I just be like, all right. It brings me back to 2018, to them conspiracy theories that I be watching, how they be saying they gonna be putting in movies, how we gonna be like stuff like that. And that be the things that I be like, I didn't like that. Like, I didn't like how he was eating, and I didn't like what it looked like. It grossed me out. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I did not like that. But yeah, after I skipped the whole part, that's when the demon monster ended up eating him and stuff like that. So now she's stuck trying to figure all this stuff out, and I feel like they were trying to show us that she also entered the Backrooms before as a kid, because she asked him, she was like, how do you know that nobody else have been there before, or that no one else has experienced that before? And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then they did show like her house and like all these things. So I feel like she's been in the Backrooms before, or like her mom maybe was in the Backrooms. That's why her mom was in the crazy house, and her mom was probably trying to tell her like about the Backrooms. I don't know. But pretty much there were these scientist people who worked with CAT scans, which also deepens the theory that the backrooms is your mind, because CAT scans, hello, brain, like stuff like that. So was it CAT scans? Yeah, I think it was CAT scans. Like, they were working on CAT scans, and then they were like, that was the company at first, and then they ended up finding something, turning it into something else, which is the backrooms. And they were trying to find all the backrooms, and they were trying to find where they were, because I guess all those backrooms were people's minds, and they were trying to find their minds. I don't know. But that was my theory on it. It was confusing, I'm not gonna hold you, but I liked it though. Like I said, the story was good. Like, it wasn't scary to me. Like, I was in and out. I'm not gonna say I was asleep throughout the whole movie. Like, I was in and out. But like, so I was up enough to see the movie and see the story, and plus I seen it twice. I would give this movie like a 7.5 because I liked it. I liked, honestly, 8. 7.5, 8. Because I liked the story, and like, if what I took from it was what it is, that was cool. Like, that was a cool way to like interpret that and to like show that and like make you think a little bit. I like movies that make you think and kind of be like trying to figure things out. So I do like that. So I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. What did you guys think about this movie? Let me know. Were you guys confused? Did you guys see the lore of the Backrooms? Like, do y'all know like how this is supposed to go? I went with my cousins. My cousin was telling me it was a little different. There's still a lot more that's supposed to go down, and stuff like that. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this movie. Let me know what you guys rate this movie, and I will see y'all in the next review.